Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.02497 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 1.96%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also show you the key chart patterns that we have information on this chart. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Vechain from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us back to around the $0.02 mark. And if I start my analysis here on the daily chart, you can see we had been trading within this channel. We managed to break out of that channel to the upside, also managed to break above key areas of resistances, and we got rejected at the key area of resistance at around the $0.0362 mark, and we have started to see a very massive pullback to the lower side. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart for further analysis, here on the 4-hour chart, after making our low at around the $0.02 mark, we have been seeing a very nice pump to the upside before we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side. And in that movement to the upside, in my previous videos I was terming it as an Elliot wave structure, having this as the first wave, then we saw a second wave over here, then a third wave, then I expected to see the formation of a wave 4, then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. But that movement got invalidated because our wave 4 over here retraced into the high of the first wave within this dotted line that I have here on the charts. And having done so, I have to remove this Elliot wave structure and look at this movement to the upside as something else. And the only way we can view this movement to the upside as is just a massive ABC correction that was correcting this impulsive movement to the lower side. So after seeing a very impulsive movement to the lower side, we had something over here to correct that movement in this massive ABC correction. And after making the high for that wave C, the other thing that can follow on this other side is the formation of a 5-wave structure to the lower side. So it's very possible that maybe the low for Vechain is not yet in, because according to what I have here on the charts, a new low might be coming our way. And if I get a little bit into the details so that you can also get an understanding of what I mean, after getting rejected at around the $0.03362 mark, we have been seeing Vechain move to the lower side in this 5-wave structure over here, and we have seen our wave 1, wave 2. Then after making our wave 2 high, we can use the Fibonacci's to get a target area for that third wave to the lower side by just connecting this high over here to the low of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of the wave 2. That gives me a minimum target area for that third wave to the lower side at around the $0.02627 mark, and you can see Vechain has respected that. We came down into that target area and made our low at around the $0.025 mark, and having done so, that is a valid wave 3 to the lower side. Then we saw a very nice bounce to the upside in the formation of our wave 4, then continued pushing lower in the formation of our wave 5, and we have completed that fractal wave to the lower side, and I can now name it as a higher Elliot wave count 1. And after seeing the low for that first wave, we expect a very nice bounce to the upside in the formation of a wave 2. So using the Fibonacci's, we can get a target area for that second wave to the upside, and to do that I just need to connect the fibs from the high of the wave 1 to the low of the wave 1 down here, and that gives me a minimum target area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which is the area right here. So that is the minimum target area for that second wave to the upside, and that gives me the key scenarios that I expect to play out here on this chart. It's very possible that Vechain might continue seeing a bit of a pump to the upside, given that we have support at around the $0.024 mark, and in that movement I would expect us to continue pushing higher, also manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.026 mark, even have a retest of that key area of support. And once that plays out, then we can continue pushing higher and get into our red target area for that second wave to the upside. And once that plays out, then we can start sketching out the formation of a wave 3 and also get target areas for the third wave to the lower side. And in that movement, because this is the formation of a wave 2, I also expect to see an ABC correction, because a wave 2 is a corrective wave, and that can play out in case we maybe get a high at around the $0.026 mark, which is a key area of resistance, maybe get a bit of a rejection over that key area of resistance, have a bit of a pullback to the lower side, then continue pushing higher in a wave C to complete the formation of our wave 2. And once that plays out, then we can continue pushing lower in the formation of our wave 3, and that movement to the upside will also be completing the formation of a head and shoulders pattern here on this chart. And if I draw it out, we can have this as the left shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern. Then we have our head over here, then we have the neckline, and in case we continue pushing high in the formation of a wave 2, that will be completing the formation of the right shoulder. Then after the formation of a wave 2, we'll be expecting the formation of a third wave, and that movement will be taking us lower. So once the formation of a wave 2 plays out and we continue pushing lower in the formation of a third wave, that will be completing the formation of that head and shoulders pattern, which is a pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the head and the neckline. So using a trend line, I can get that height and place it down here to get a target area to the lower side. And that movement, if we manage to break out of that head and shoulders, that might give us a breakout to around the $0.01148 mark. And in case that plays out, then we can say that we have a new low for Vechain, and maybe the low is in, and we can expect higher prices, which might be taking us back to an all-time high. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 57 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upside to complete the formation of our wave 2. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.